It's new in its regularity. The rebel war visited upon Damascus city centre every day now. They've hit a church, a park, a hotel, a TV station, a university, private flats and a news agency, all in recent days. At least 4 killed, more than 20 injured, when several mortars believed fired by the rebels hit the Sun, a news agency, and the university law faculty next door. This then the third day in succession that the rebels have shown their capacity to fire mortars into the city centre here in Damascus, apparently at will. Syrian soldiers and militia left digging out the mortar fins. See what the Al-Qaeda terrorists do to us, they say. Already this week, this in part is what has driven the United Nations out of town. Half their foreign staff being evacuated because of safety concerns. We're leaving town with the UN's World Food Programme to check on a food distribution centre. These should be monthly handouts of food at this distribution centre outside Damascus. But because the UN often can't safely transport the food, it's once every 3 months for too many families.
Last month we had a warehouse which was shelled directly, so we had mortars coming through the roof of the warehouse, and we still have around 1,000 tonnes of food that we can't rescue, which is enough food for about 40,000 families, sorry, 40,000 people.
Even this distribution centre's come under attack. We were due now to go and film some of the displaced people in this town, but in fact the UN mission's been aborted because there's shelling in the area and they've got to leave. Minutes later, the UN missions ended, pinned down again by fighting.
We were planning to go back to Damascus, and we can't visit the collective centre where a lot of people are living that we were hoping to visit because there's snipers in the area and someone's just been shot.
The figures are frightening. According to the Red Crescent, 4 million displaced people inside Syria now, and the World Food Programme is 65% underfunded. Millions need help. Few get it regularly, and caught up in it all, of course, the children who've lost homes, lost relatives, and seen far too much, far too young.
He misses his toys, his cousins, his neighbours, his home, everything. He is very stressed and anxious.
I'm from Yelda. When the first shell came in, my little daughter started screaming uncontrollably. She opened the door and ran into the street, yelling hysterically. Eventually I took her to the doctor. He just said it's psychological, it will pass.
In scores of shelters across the city you will find thousands of displaced children. Many are run by the government and they want you to know it. Staff in government flag anoraks offer counselling, psychological help or just plain personal hygiene advice. So hands up who washes their hands after the loo.
We try to work with children forced from their homes. We bring them here to help them get over what they've been through, to try and protect their childhood with activities.
They tell us it's all about protecting childhood, getting these little ones to forget. Then they encourage the same children to chant, "We love Bashar al-Assad, heart and soul, we love Syria. We'll fight for Syria to the last drop of blood." This may not be the best way to get these young people to forget the bloody political horror into which their childhood has descended.